In this video, we are going to find the solution to that madness today. So there's this big social media battle going down between people who believe that you should use a more rewards-based system for addressing dog aggression and people who believe that you should use a more dominant or demanding means of getting dogs to surrender their aggression. Leading the charge on both sides is Zach George, who represents the more reward-based side of things, and then you have the dog daddy who represents the more dominant or demanding ways of handling dog aggression. So in order to get the ball rolling, we turned to Zach George because we wanted to use the least restrictive means for dealing with Mina's intense drive to get at the squirrels from the deck. So I looked up Zach George's ultimate guide to handling dog aggression, and in it he said, the first thing we need to do is get to the root of the problem. So we need to briefly take a look at the different types of dog aggression and make sure that we're doing due diligence, fear-related aggression, territorial aggression, idiopathic aggression, predatory aggression, intra-household aggression. You have control-related aggression, resource guarding aggression, maternal aggression, redirected aggression, disease-related aggression, and my favorite, when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. Pain-related aggression, possessive aggression, frustration-related aggression, and social conflict aggression. Now, Zach said in order to make sure that you're enriching your dog enough in its daily life and not creating frustration for it and causing it to be reactive elsewhere, you need to satisfy a checklist of things. First, is your dog getting enough exercise? It's about 105 mile an hour fastball. Is your dog eating well? And I also need a plain Whopper Jr. for my dog. And third, are you doing things that stimulate her mentally, enriching her in her daily life, and allowing her time where you focus completely on her?
Mina, you cannot on Persona after you already moved that pawn diagonally to take my rook.
And yes, you'll see some of that go down in this video. But I'll take this one step further. Because an old blue pit bull saved my life and showed me the power that practicing calm confidence, love, affirmation, praise, and respect have to completely alter the lives of the creatures around me in a beneficial way, and certainly my own, I made up my mind a long time ago that I would learn to master those abilities. It's something I've fallen short of on a number of occasions and will certainly do so again, but I continue to get better at these practices, and I've even gone on to gain mastery in them. So, we've got our checklist in place. In Mina's case, I'll tell you what I think it is. I think it's a clear-cut case of predatory aggression that's being redirected into a display of territorialism because there is a railing separating her from getting to her object. And so that's what I think we're dealing with here. Now, Zach said the best way of handling dog aggression is to separate the dog from the object of its reactivity and to work on enriching it through the fundamentals. But in Mina's case, we don't have that option. She will simply have to learn to get along with the squirrels here, or during her time here with us, she's going to be isolated indoors and she won't be able to come out and hang out on the deck or in the backyard with us when we're barbecuing. So, Zach went on to say, if you can't get away from the object that's causing her to be reactive, what you should do is just create space between you and that object and then introduce things into the situation that make it more pleasurable for her, and then use gentle energy to try to soothe her and help her practice relaxing. We have as much space as we can get right now from the squirrels, so we're going to have to work with the variables at our disposal, and we're going to start with the principle of the simplest answer is the best answer. So we're going to introduce treats into the situation. We're going to do a lot of sit and down rewarded work with her, and we're going to use gentle commands and soothing energy to try to help to get her to relax out there while the squirrels do their morning business. And we're going to accomplish our goal today using only verbal commands. Stay tuned for the entire video because there is a twist ending here. All right, here we go.